Welcome aboard. Did you have anything? Understood?
Captain,
So,
greetings.
you're the vanguard that took down that Terramorph on Tau City. You've made quite an impression around here. Everyone upstairs is talking about it. Damn! That must have been one hell of a firefight. I almost regret missing out on all the fun. Of course, we don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments. All right, Vanguard. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Akande should be waiting for you. Good luck.
Yes?
I believe we have something important to discuss. There you are. Commander Kibwe Kande, UC System. Glad to have you aboard. I was beginning to think you were having second thoughts about Commander Kuala's offer. Yes, I know. I was intentionally vague when I advised Mask of my needs. But rest assured, I'll answer all your questions in due time. So, now that you're part of the team, allow me to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance. System's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. Good. I have just... Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Seisha Gordon, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. That's right. So it'll be your job to convince this person that you're the real deal. Once you block your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. Eager to get going? Good. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want you, as an undercover operative for UC System, you'll be expected to follow a code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance. That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. Good luck.
Howdy. All right, we don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? Rationalize it however you like, but that evidence is critical to the success of Commander Akande's operation. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to... If you've seen what I've seen... That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, there's one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return. Commander Akande came up with the idea. All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Seer Ship Odin. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. I'll be here if you have any more questions.
Now you can see why you see Marines that get sent here. Consider this posting a punishment.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want your security sticking their noses into. I can probably help you with that. What have you got for me? Whoa, way too hot for me. That stuff is nothing but bad news. Why don't you take your shipment and try somewhere else?
The trade authority turning away contraband. Now I've seen everything.
All I'm going to point out is the ceiling, with my middle finger. Get that stuff out. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well... You must be new in this game, love son. In our business, nothing. You know, it's funny. Suddenly,
Well. It appears she suddenly remembers everything. How nice.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the... Oh, and it's been a... my day just got a whole lot brighter.
Well. Back for more, eh? Bye, love.
How's it going? Can I help you?
Almost break time. Ever been to Aquila? Those security uniforms are way cooler than anything. Mars is crap.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can... Oh, yeah. There. I don't know who the hell you... Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think okay. Okay. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something. Pipe down! What the hell? Look, I don't... Now, do you want... Right down to business!
Well, this is utterly ridiculous.
Lady, if you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to do whatever the hell I want. Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a mine. You probably spent it all on booze. Feel free to throw as many credits in my face as you want, but that isn't the point. His name's Carl Fielding. Don't worry, you can't miss it.
Let me guess. You missed me and you couldn't stay away.
Yes, love. You know.
Been in the Vanguard a long time. The face has changed.
Deimos Star Yards may be the first major ship manufacturer, but that doesn't mean we have to.
You know, there's nothing wrong with breakfast.
I heard they found another new freshwater deposit. Something I can... Hey, slow down. Of course. I owe Deimos. I owe my landlord. I owe Galbank. Heck, I have an app at Haseki at Cespia. It's an endless list. So why don't you just leave here? Let me get drunk and find someone else to bother. Okay? Adler, you said? Look, I'm tired. Hey now. Take it easy. Oh, wait. You mean that, Adler? I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. Well, look, I haven't got a single credit to spare.
Perhaps he's already been through it.
Holy crap. Really? You do that for me? Wow. I don't even know what to say. Thank you. For everything. And don't worry. I'll never borrow anything.
Quite the pair, eh?
True.
The Lux condos aren't...
This year's the most
Have something for me? Well, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message? Nice. Nice! You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with mine?
That's what I'm talking about. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of... Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggested... Oh, and I've taken care of it.
You got it.
Look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like Adler finally did something right for once. So, big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew. You betting your life on that? Because the only way out of our organization is with a warhead up your grab drive. So, before I put you to work, let's get every... I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named... It's done. Head back here when you finish.
So, Miss Stay Up Late reading up ghosts, did you have anything new for last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate. That's so cool. But I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain Solomon king and where his stargazing landed him.
Is there a way to go faster than the speed of light? And none of that grav tech cheating?
Your ship smells so much better than that.
Sure.
Thanks so much. Bye.
I was afraid of that. Look, we are not built for combat. What is it you want exactly? Well, normally I would say no, but frankly, it will be safer for us that way. Alright, you can dock. We will talk then.
I could really bend your ear when you got a moment.
It's good to be out and about. Lives get stuffy sometimes. The whole Terramore situation, seriously, hats off. When I was growing up, everyone, how they could seemingly strike me. Stuff you've done here. Each nutrient pig. I don't know about these Sealies. That microbe would wipe out the Terramores from... I mean, these Sealies? I hope for all our sakes you made the right call. When you put it like that, the United Colonies, even if they don't know it.
Let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece. That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about? You really do not know which one of us is Ray, do you? And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really want to save him. Okay, I have an idea. We can strike his name from Manifest, make it so he was never on board. Then, when we dock, We will leave him on the ship and deliver him to another port. That is fair. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make sure Rick, and in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got damaged. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
So now, you're gonna put me in this death prison? I'm not saying it's worth. If you ever get to the key, you better sleep with one eye open and two pistols loaded.
Now, the way you handle things, not bad. Not bad.
Plans released.
Thanks for the help with the cliptic. I had it under control. Definitely went. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news. Huh. No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because if you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, you better stow that crap. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls. Head out there as soon as you can.
It's a shame the United Colonies built such an impressive ship for backup, instead of using it for exploration.
I had a friend. Hope I'll be able to see him next time.
And then it just keeps going from there.
We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. Suffice to say, I do. I know it's intelligent.
Every type of act needs a safety net.
Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know there was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning, coming to her rescue. So I take it you have good news. Then it worked. You're in. Sound? Now it's time for the next phase.
Our intel on Searsha was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Meow.
Our files indicate she's second in command. Yes, you pass your... But before we get too confident, just remember, these are ruthless criminals.
And their ruthlessness is only... You should proceed with caution.
So what's next for you? Where you'll meet Delgado?
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson. You'll want to know the individual people.
Agreed. The last thing we need is to infiltrate the fleet, only to be kicked out because we've
I don't disagree. But it's in any case, now that we will shadow you eventually. But we'll need to. This will also give us time.
Sir, on that note...
Immediately, Lieutenant. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had. Keep up the good work.